What's crack-a-lackin' YouTube? ImSockMonkey coming back at ya. Hope everybody's chilling like a villain. It's 2025. Thought today is the day. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little showcase on my Counter-Strike case hardened knife collection. Recently just finished it up, thankfully. I now have a case hardened of every single knife in the game. I wanted to get it done before the switchblade, not the switch, the dual blade, whatever that Star Wars looking thing comes out. Finally just got a Kukri up there, you can see smile. So I kind of just wanted to go through each one by one, give a quick rundown, how I got it, when I got it. It's probably taken about 3 years or so to finally collect one that I like of each. You can kind of tell it's got to be gem related, but I don't go for tier ones because I'm not that rich.
Spare change, man.
But also, I truly think that dual-sided tips, wink wink, I really think the blue dual-sided knives are almost better than some tier 1s and 2s. Personal preference, come on now. So just wanted to go through each one. Probably gonna make some shorts. Gotta get that YouTube money now with TikTok crashing out. And yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy. Hopefully you like. Let me know which one's your favorite. If you have any names for them, you can see I only have a couple named. I'll kind of go through those. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Well. It looks like we're gonna start out with the good old bayonet. As you can see, kind of like I was saying, with double blue-sided. Just always love that full blue tip. Try and get as much down as I can. I think this is technically a tier 2. It's kind of what I wanted to go over today. 463.219. The other thing too, I will say, I do have some well-worns. It is tough to find some of these, you know, super, not rare, but I think in a sense they are very rare just because there's not that many of them. And read it and weep, there are 4. As you can see, there is still not even a factory new. I do own the one field tested one. This has been traded quite a bit. And then as you can see, it is a tier 4 according to this site. This is the one I kind of go off of. And then CS Float sometimes is a little bit different. Do a little inspect for each one. And moving on over to our Bowie knife. This is a cool one. I got a cool story about this one. I hated the Bowie. And then I remember it was the night that they came out with the update, so it showed both hands or whatever, and I rushed to float, and I bought the best one I could find for the best price, and I ended up getting this guy. 371, 247, field tested, not bad, but again, little smidget, you know, a little eye at the top. You can call it whatever you want when you do inspect it. Kind of cool, adds a little flair, but I do believe this is a tier 2. Come on over. Again, 1 of 4, 2 field tested. Mine's been traded a little bit. Looks like these haven't been traded at all. And then, come on over. Got the 371. And then we roll on over to my Pride and Joy. Love this bad guy. Probably first big knife I really bought. I always wanted a butterfly. Waited a long time to find one that had the dual-sided blue tip. Kind of got lucky with the spine being blue. Little fingerprint. It's kind of where the finger goes. Some people have said this is diamond. I don't really see it. There's a lot of people that speculate when it comes to case hardens. This guy here. It's minimal wear. One of my lower floated ones. 463. And popping on over here, you can see there are quite a bit of these. Luckily, your boy has the number 2 spot though. There are no factory new versions of these. Looks like the guy above me has not ever traded his. So I have the highest traded one, I guess. So that's kind of cool. There are none listed on this site as a blue gem. I believe it technically might just be considered a blaze. All the blue gems always have it right here in the middle. You don't see a ton have it up here at the tip unless it's, you know, tier 1. Alright, moving along the alphabet, we're on to the classic knife. Pretty clean. I believe this is another minimal wear. Yep, .088689 pattern. Not a huge fan of the classic. I'm not going to lie, I don't use this often. Unless I'm just switching it up. Never really cared about the animation. Just like how it looks, kinda, I guess. Blue tip. Yeah, definitely not one of my favorites. Coming on over, I do believe, yep, it is a tier 4. according to this site. And then if we make our way over, it's a 1 of 8. Ka-chow! With your boy having the best one. Again, no factory news of any of these. Just going to show you my one favorite knife. This is my first knife I bought. I love the pattern. Kind of gave me tiger stripe. And then there's a small looking 6. Pattern 444. That's the OG, and that's kind of what got me into case hardens. And then this is kind of the one I filled out for that, you know, gem-esque spot with the blue. Not as big of a blue tip on the backside. I do kind of like the dual, especially on the inspect. Kind of feel like this looks like a unicorn. Kind of gives me that unicorn horn vibe. 139. Another field tested. Thankfully, it's a little bit lower on this one. And then looking at this guy over here, 1 of 3. Got the highest, thankfully. Mine's definitely been traded the most, but pretty rare. Yeah, not too bad. Love the inspect on this one. I really think the blue kind of pops. Coming on down to Pound Town.
Nice.
The gut knife. I can't say I use this a ton. Kind of got it to fill that spot. Kind of like the classic. I have a couple of those obviously in here. Don't use every day for sure. But I do love the kind of yin-yang blue. 799. Another field tested pretty high this time around. 0.374. And read it in wheat. There's quite a few of these. And I say quite a few with there being 6. Quite a few when it comes to bad wear. Nothing above mine. I've got the number 1 for this. It's only a pretty high field tested. But it is a tier 2. So that is pretty cool. One of, if not my favorite knives in the game. Love the Falchion. Just the way it looks. I got this quite a while ago. This was definitely one of the first ones I had picked up. For some reason, this right here, I've checked, even on the factory new, still doesn't go away. So just unlucky with the pattern. But it's a 426, another field tested. Love the spin. I could do that. I could watch that spin all day. I used to. I think you guys saw I have a marble fade. That's about the only marble fade I'll buy of this, just because yeah, the whole knife is covered. And making our way over here. Good bit, 14. We're stuck right in the middle. Should probably hit somebody up. Maybe see if this person would trade. When did they get this? Might be making a Steam comment tonight. Leaving one. Yeah, you can see I'm right in the middle here. Good chunk. It is a tier 3. So again, we're on the board. Thankfully. Why so serious? Shout out my boy, the Joker. I saw this. I remember I had a decent Huntsman. I think I had a tier 2 before. Saw this pop up, and in CSGO, this right here was a lot more prominent. You can kind of tell, like, now this eye right here kind of gets globbed in with all this. But before, right there and right there were separated pretty well. I always thought that mouth kind of looked like the Joker mouth. That's just me again. Typical case hardened, schizo, wannabe, whatever. Name it, call it. It is well worn, you can tell. Pretty dirty. 798. But if I am correct, yeah, that's pretty ugly right there. We hold the bottom spot for this one, and ours has been traded quite a bit. But you can tell there's only 2 that have been traded, so it'd be pretty hard to get any of the others from what I could tell. And then coming over, it is a tier 2. I'm trying to remember the pattern I had before. I want to say it might have been the 575 or the 576. And then I saw this one with the face, and I sold it instantly. And we have made our way to my beautiful little Karambit. Backside. Gotta love the play side. I think I traded my Jaguar Queen gloves and some cash for this. 129. Another field tested. 0.35. A little higher than I like, but take what you can get. Always love rocking this. It's just a fun one. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Karambit, kind of gets boring. It is a 1 of 5. Pretty shabby. Didn't even realize again I have the highest one being a field tested. And you can tell these have been traded quite a bit throughout the years. But it is not a blue gem, technically. I think it is a blaze, leading us down to my newest knife that I have purchased. As you can see, the smile. Again, hey, maybe it's just me being a case hardened guy. I actually asked my brother, who's not a huge Counter-Strike guy. He's in that Overwatch, Marvel Rivals side of things. You know, we don't really talk about those guys, but he thought it kind of looked like it. So I was like, all right, that's good enough for me. So I scooped it up, and then obviously place side, pretty solid blue tip there. 961, well worn. Kinda, maybe. Let me know your thoughts. Making our way over here, you can tell this bad boy's been unboxed quite a bit already. I don't know if that's just how many people were ripping that case when it first came out, but already 9. We're down here on the lower end. Might have to try and work our way up, spend some bread. But it is a tier 2, so again, we'll take it. Not the worst, not the best. Coming on down to this dirty birdie. Shoo, do I have a story for this guy. So, I'd always had my eye on this pattern, especially. 867. I have a battle scarred 869. Disgusting. But I always loved it because the only one that ever had the blue tip with this much was this pattern, unless I think you went to a tier 1, maybe. I might be wrong. Somebody could double check. I had spent months researching the M9, trying to find my favorite one. So eventually I found one. It was a well worn. So coming over to float, you can see that I had my eye on this one because there's only 2. I've checked. This guy, banned, possibly dead, RIP to these 2. There's some comments on their profile that kind of show that. So then there was this one. Had my eye on it. I was supposed to get it from this guy. He sold it to the other guy for double what I was supposed to pay, and then this guy ended up scooping it for more than that because of this right here. Does that look like a heart? It kind of does. Again, us case-hardened schizos, bro, I swear. I don't really think it looks like a heart, but that is why this one goes for so much. And that is why I saw the battle scarred get put up, and I bought it immediately because I knew that that would probably be the only chance I'd have to get it. So, thankfully we did. It still sucks. I always think about the well-worn one and how close I was to it. It's not, just life. Simulation, huh? This one is a tier 4 on this site, and this is where I'm coming in and saying that this site might be a little wrong compared to float, because on float, this is a tier 2. And we got our little cheese cutter here, our Navaja. Love this. It's just a full blue. Couple dots in the middle. Got the hammer and the, I don't even know, what is that, just a screw? I don't know where that screwing into. 877, another field tested, 268. Yep, 1 of 8. Well, 1 of 7. Looks like this guy has a vac ban. Mine has definitely been traded the most. It's quite a bit. It is 3. And it is number 1 tier 2 on this site. Coming on down to Cyclops Town. I always wanted to name this Cyclops just because of this little dot right here in the middle. But again, fitting with the theme. Got the dual blue at the top. Love that animation. I think that might be the first animation we've gotten here. Jeez. 571. 2828 39 328. I saw that wear rating and I knew immediately I had to cop it. I think I overpaid for this one a little bit, but all is well. Again, 1 of 9, possibly 1 of 8. Seeing this guy got banned. Got the second one. Nothing higher than a field tested though. Nothing below 0.2 is kind of crazy. And trusty old Blue Gem, whatever, CS.com says it is a tier 4. I think float might have it as a 3. Guess we'll never know though. And my handy dandy paracord. Pretty dirty. I think this is a well worn. Yeah, 374, 3993. This is a reverse kind of what I've kind of been showing throughout. Got it down at the bottom. Coming on over. It looks like it is a 1 of 6. Again, not putting the best show in, that's for sure. But hey, we'll take it. Only well worn, so 101 well worn. Then it is a tier 3. So again, staying on the board, fitting that gem. And then we got the butt plugs. Gotta love them. 575, another well worn. These don't look too well worn in my opinion, especially being 0.421 low. They're pretty clean. The only wear I can kind of see is right there in the middle. But I love these because the inspect on the inside, you get both. That was what I was really looking for when it came to getting a pair of daggers, especially case hardened, because a lot of them you will see, you know, they'll be tier 1 or whatever, but it's on the outside. And then coming on over here, 1 of 9, got somebody banned up here. A couple people have never traded it. It's not 100% with that, but yeah, we're right in the middle. Quite a few well worns on this one though, that's for sure. And then making our way to this, we're 1 off. We're 1 off, damn it. Ah, my little Beyblade. I searched day and night for a skeleton. Finally had to cave in on this guy. It's got some blue down here on the inspect. It's got a better inspect side than it does place side, especially a little red tip, little blue in here, kind of the piss yellow right there, which is kind of nice. Looks good in game. 168.111. Overpaid for this a little bit, and then yeah, looking at it, kind of why I overpaid a little bit. I do have one of two minimal wears, and I do have the lowest. But slap my biscuits. Looks like somebody fetched quite a price for this one on the Steam market not too long ago. So I guess there is hope. Fingers crossed for me, boys. But it is not a gem on this site. Running in that buy one theme again. All good in the hood. And then we got my little stabber, the stiletto. Kind of dirty, but it was tough finding one that had the dual blue. Love this, especially down here in there. It's blue. Really hoping I could get that, but you pick and choose. You either pick this, don't get that, get this, you don't get that. You know, it's just vice versa. It's really tough finding these. Especially too, got the full blue on the side there. It is a 872, well worn, 437. But yeah, getting that in spec, that's a good one. Pretty far down, 1 of 10, sitting at 8th. This one definitely is fetching way more than I had paid, so investment. But aside from that, it's not a blue gem, which is crazy. You would think it would be, but on this side, it's not listed. Then we got the survival. Gotta love this. This is definitely one of my most used ones, which is crazy because you wouldn't think. I don't see a ton of people ever rocking survivals, but I love rocking this. Animations, how it looks. I think a lot of people don't like that right there. This one is a new. I believe this might be my only factory new. 0.06, 103. Taking a look at this. Quite a few of them. That's for sure. Thankfully, your boy, the only factory new. We are at the top. Possibly thinking about scooping that. Wink, wink. Maybe stock up on them. Looks like somebody got banned for one. So it looks like 1 of 14. But yeah, this one gets traded quite a bit, you can tell. This is definitely a fan favorite. I do like it. And that it is a tier 3, so it falls into that category as well. The good old Talon. Always get a lot of compliments on this. I don't know if that's just people don't see talons. I don't see a ton of talons unless it's, you know, like a ruby or something. I've always liked this one. This was an early one that I got. I think I got this right after my butterfly. I do kind of like the backside. It's not the best, but play side's pretty clean. Let me change it, see if we can find a better one. Go to nuke. I feel like nuke being on the inside. Still kind of shiny, but you can kind of see it at the top there. Kind of having this and this. Some people said that's a heart. I don't see it again. We're sitting clean. 1 of 8 over here. Right in the middle. What's new? Looks like some of these haven't been traded though. So I don't know. Maybe they're stuck in cases. Not on here. No, there's a bunch of 501s, 507, 504, 505. But yeah, no 50 flat. And last but not least, we got the Ursus. Pretty clean. It was very tough to find just full blue on both sides on the tip. So again, we kind of had to go the paracord route. Find as much blue. And then on the inspect side, very clean chunk. This is a 414 field tested, 217. I feel like I have the most infield tested. This is always a fun one just to throw on. Pretty good number representation, 1 of 6. Couple that just haven't been traded. I think we're repping that #1 spot. Doing pretty good. It is a tier 3. Just kind of wanted to, you know, show them off a little bit. Really took quite a while. Like I said, it probably took about 3 years to go over and fully find not exactly which ones I wanted, but ones that fit the parameter enough that I felt comfortable buying and feeling like later on they could be an investment. Quotation, heat treated. Wink, wink. Kind of scared about that. Yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Thought I'd make it, slap it up. Maybe chop it up and make some shorts out of it. And, you know, with TikTok dying off, maybe YouTube Shorts is going to pop off. You never know. So this could be your chance. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment. Let me know which one's your favorite. Let me know some name tags if you do have any for them. Love some suggestions. Anything is open. And with that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.